Hey everybody, it's Stranger here with Jordan and Nightmare, just to talk about the game that is in the background, as you can see here, Middle Earth, Shadow of Mordor. We just recently watched some gameplays and some trailers, or not really trailers, but more just gameplays and all that, explaining the storyline and all the fundamentals of this game, and we decided, since we're both huge Lord of the Rings fans and nerds, super excited for this game, to just have a little discussion about it.
Yeah, this is going to really explain, like, all of our feelings about this. I have no mixed feelings about this at all. I have a total rush thrill. Oh yeah, and by the way, it's Nightmare, not Jordan and Nightmare. Heh.
Same guy.
Yep. Anyway, so today we will be covering a wide range of things about the game. So first, do you want me to just start right off?
Yeah, talk about the uniqueness of the game.
Okay, so this game is incredibly unique. Everything you do about this game, everything that happens, is just, it's amazing. Not one, two things are going to be exactly the same. If you beat the game once and then you play it over again, your playthrough is not going to be the same as your first one. This entire game is based around a decision. Every single decision you happen to make alters the entire game. It's a wide plethora of everything that you think. Every single decision you make opens up a new world. So if you and your friend are playing, your friend is not going to have the same exact experience as you. Everything will be different. I can't say everything. Almost everything will be different. Even the areas you go are affected by what you do. What you see, what you do, your actions completely alter the game. The way you make your character, the way you make him do things, what you make him do, completely alters the game. If you want to straight up silently assassinate someone, that'll come in later in the game, and that'll completely change it. If you want to rush someone, just complete rush, just go right into the castle, take out every single guard, rush them, slaughter them, that'll change the game from silently assassinating them. It'll all be different. If you want to leave them alive, then they will come back later on inside the game. If you want to kill them, one of their friends will come back and confront you about this. Everything you do will be different every single time. Even the way the enemies look, their names, will all be different. This entire game is based around your decision. Everything that you pick and choose is how you want it. Your decision is law.
Basically, everything you do just influences, like what Nightmare was saying. Everything you do is just gonna change the entire course of action that this game is going to take. So I guess since I'm kind of the lore buff and just know a lot about all this, I'm just going to be talking about the story of this game. Basically, it's going to be taking place in the time between The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings 60 years later, which is basically the time that, well, the world is kind of going to crap. It's going to take place in the land of Mordor, as the title can insist, but a lot of people, you're probably picturing the Mordor as a land of darkness and fire and just evil, flat-out evil, which is basically what Sauron corrupts it into. But in the time before the Lord of the Rings happened, well, a lot of people don't know, is Mordor was actually kind of like a stronghold for the armies in Middle Earth, and there's like prisons and that kind of stuff, and it has always been a darker land, but not dark in the sense of literally just dark, like Sauron makes it. but basically, as the story for this game, you are a ranger named Talion, who is basically a guard at the Black Gate, which is basically the gate from Mordor to the rest of the world. But it starts off like a normal day, just going to work or whatever, when suddenly Sauron comes out of nowhere and just decides to attack and ambush the land of Mordor. All your friends are dead, your family's dead, even you are dead. But you actually get resurrected by a vengeful wraith who wants to help you find your murderers and your family's murderers, your friends' murderers, and just basically go to town on everything. And this wraith really gives you special abilities, which make Talion very unique and gives him abilities that a normal human being wouldn't have. As you can tell by the picture, in Talion's right hand, it's glowing blue with that head. That's basically something a normal human being wouldn't be able to do. Because as a wraith, you're really able to, like, get inside the mindsets of your different enemies and different characters. Because, well, as a wraith, you can really just, like, you can identify different characters, their names, and a whole bunch of stuff about them. You can manipulate the minds of the orcs and your enemies, and you can basically just, like, disintegrate, or not disintegrate, but really corrupt your enemies from the inside out. It's really an amazing blessing / curse.
Yeah, the Wraith abilities is something I'm about to go into depth detail next. And as Ryan said, if you go into Wraith mode, your opponent that you're looking for will appear. It'll tell you his name, history, everything like that, anything you've had in contact with him. And it'll kind of explain to you about that. Another kind of ability is whenever you're using your sword, you can stab it into the ground and a bunch of dust will fly up and just like fling everyone everywhere. You have small abilities like that, and then you have big Wraith abilities. And these are the ones that I found the most interesting because no other game has really intrigued me like this one has, and this is the main core reason. You can make people your own minions. You can tell them what to do. Say you're fighting against one of the henchmen of a really big overlord, and he's like really important to the storyline. If you take him, you can basically just put him on his knees in front of you. You can bend his will. You can break his soul, basically. You can make him your minion. And after this is done, you can tell him to do whatever you want. You can tell him to try and assassinate the strongest person in the game if you wanted to. Chances are he's not going to be able to do it, but the hell, you can do it. You can tell him to. Sorry, Ryan. You can do anything you want with these guys, and you can make them your minion. And this comes so much into the next part of the storyline we're going to be talking about, which is strategy. But you can just... it helps you so much inside the game. As you're sitting here and you're playing the game and, it has, like, strategy and stealth and everything thrown into it, makes you feel like you're playing a little bit of Assassin's Creed that's kind of, like, thrown into a Lord of the Rings world. This is a giant overturn that'll make you look extremely away from Assassin's Creed. I understand you had friends in Assassin's Creed, but you did not have people like this. You did not have powers like this. This is probably one of the main reasons I fell in love with this game whenever I saw it. I mean, I love the graphics and the game design and everything, but this was a core reason. Just to watch him take over these mindsets and watch him take over these people and then be able to do whatever he wanted with them. That is a very unique game skill. That is something that you will not see inside almost any other game.
Correct. Very true, very true. So, like Jordan mentioned, we are going to be going into the strategy aspect of this game. We're kind of just going to, like, tackle this one kind of together, but it's basically the Wraith ability that just really synchronizes this whole story, just makes it all come together, basically the glue of the story, because like it's it's really a strategy based game, like mixed with Assassin's Creed, because this Wraith ability, it's like, well, say you walk into a camp full of orcs and bad guys and all that, and they have a big leader. You just like go up to some of the orcs and just like mindset and turn them against their big leader, and as soon as you know it, you have a whole army of orcs on your side, and the big orc leader is outnumbered, and you're just able to rip right through him and destroy him, and you have a whole bunch of orc companions, if you will.
Yeah, I love the set. And the video we watched showed the little guy, and they can also help you inside of Advantage. Because the main person you're trying to stop, that you're trying to kill, which is the head he's holding inside the video, or the image that Ryan's showing you. I know, because I have the same exact image opened up on my screen. That is the main antagonist of the game. Whoever you take control of, so you can take control of his right-hand man, while he's standing up there and he's giving his powerful speech or whatever, and you're about to make your move, you can take control of that guy and have him backstab him right there in that second. Just jam his blade right into him. He might not be able to kill him. He might get your man might get slaughtered in the process, but that is a very big help to you. That is a ginormous step forward to just rushing, attacking him, or stealthily attacking him. That's a ginormous help to you.
Mm-hmm. And to comment on the picture, I kind of just noticed this. I didn't really have this planned or anything, but if you look in his left hand, he has a blade that looks like it's been shattered in half. It almost looks like the sword Andrew or something. I think it's Andrew, which was Aragorn's sword in the Lord of the Rings, which I know that's probably not gonna be the same sword, but it also kind of looks like one of the swords that the Ring Wraiths had, which he has the power of a wraith, which was called a Mordor blade in the stories, which Frodo eventually gets stabbed with, which really kind of just deteriorates Frodo from the inside and out, which would really make sense if he would have it, since he technically is one of the wraiths now. It's just kind of an interesting point I just thought of.
Yeah, and also inside of the gameplay, this kind of does come in handy, because whenever you have your wraith powers out, that blade extends its length. It is shattered, Ryan, and its length actually extends to give you a longer reach and a stronger attack.
Mm-hmm. So okay. It's basically just like a Middle-earth lightsaber.
Yeah. Okay, stealth is what we're covering next. You want to tackle this, or should I?
We both can. It doesn't really matter.
Okay.
But stealth is also a major part in this game. As we mentioned before, when you see the gameplay, it is similar looking to that of Assassin's Creed, because you see him climbing up walls and walking on tight ropes and all that stuff. But
parkour.
Yeah, doing hardcore parkour like all us rangers do, because you get to play as a ranger, which I'm excited for especially. But you can just like sneak up behind your enemies without them even knowing, and like boom, you're right in front of them, stabbing them in the face.
Yeah, this game relies a lot on stealth, because if you're gonna rush in there and attack, you have to have a lot of planning for that attack. I mean, you really have to think about that, because there's a lot of enemies, and I've seen how much this game relies on your blocking feature too. Like, it's really something to watch your character dodge around all those swords, push the blades down. You know, it's like Assassin's Creed, but like 3 times harder, just the look of it. I mean, stealth is probably your best option to go in any attack there. I mean, if you make yourself known, then you're forced to fight. But if you have a clean slate, I suggest using stealth. it is a major aspect inside of this game, and it's something that really has to be used.
Well, like, as you can, like, from the Lord of the Rings lore, and you basically, well, my personal general knowledge of the Rangers from reading different books about them and stuff, they're able to, like, a lot of people consider them sorcerers in themselves, because they're basically able to blend in with the shadows and kind of just, like, walk with them and just not be known, which will play a major part in the telling of this game.
Get it? Shadows of Mordor.
I see what you did there. But who hasn't?
Okay, whatever. Okay, next we're inside gameplay and mechanics.
Yeah. This game, I mean, from what I've seen, the gameplay looks relatively great. Basically, I really can't have any complaints on it. Like I said, very similar to Assassin's Creed in the graphics sense, and the controls probably are gonna be really similar.
Yeah. No doubt this game's gonna be a hard controller though. Just from how much you can do, everything you can do, all the options, it's gonna be a harder control. But that's gonna make for a funner game in the end. The graphics are really good. The movements seem fluid, nice motion. Just looks like a really good game all around.
Yeah. I honestly have no complaints of what I've seen of it so far.
Yeah. Okay, so this one I'm going to be tackling by myself, and it is the prices. Now, me and Ryan have looked into this a little bit because, we're thinking about pre-ordering it, and the set due date's not really set yet. So it's not entirely sure when this game is going to be coming out, when it's going to be, released. But whenever that is set, me and Ryan are going to pre-order, and we're going to go get on release date. And we're going to start pumping out videos of this whenever it first comes out. We want to be some of the first people to make a video on this. But its price, I do know the prices right now for the Xbox 360, PS3, and computer. The Xbox One I'm not entirely sure of, or the PS4 I'm not entirely sure of either. The Xbox 360 and PS3 are the same exact prices as they always are for new games, $60. The PC is $50. And the Xbox One, I don't know. For anyone that does have an Xbox One out there, please tell me. I'm not going to buy one. Xbox One and PS4s look like pieces of crap. Tell me how much a new game really costs for that. I don't know. I've heard some people say the games could cost around new games for the Xbox One and PS4 can cost around $80. So, I mean, if that's the case, then I'm going to guess that the game would be around $80, for extra graphics and things like that, or whatever they're going to add onto it for the newer consoles and stuff.
Yeah, I'd probably assume that for the next-gen consoles, it'll probably be around $60, $70-ish dollars.
Yeah.
Not really sure, though. Which isn't a, when you think about it, it isn't a huge difference, but still there.
I don't know. To people like me that can barely afford the $60 rating, it's a huge difference.
Well, yeah, that's true. Since we're poor, we don't afford jobs.
We're actually trying to be getting a job this summer. That's getting a little bit away from it. Okay, so what's next is our agenda is the rating.
I will give this 984 Eyes of Sauron out of 980 Eyes of Sauron.
I'm going to join that. I'm going to join that all the way.
Yep.
This game looks incredible. Gameplay looks phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
Phenomenal. I don't know the word there. I know the word inside my head, but it won't translate into my lips. My luscious lips.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, so like I said, we plan on getting this game on the day of release, and we're just praying it either comes out in the summer or sometime we're on break, like a weekend or something, because I'm sure we'll be on Skype and maybe just like if we figure out how to live stream and just cranking the videos out the butt, basically.
Yeah.
And we cannot wait.
Yeah, oh my god. It's so far what we saw is it's set to come out at the end of the year. So this video might be a little bit ahead of its time, a little 11 months ahead of its time. But you know, still not a set due date. So you know, you never know.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't know, Ryan, is there anything else we left out or forgot to cover?
I don't know, this video's been going on for pretty long, so I think we covered most of it.
Okay. So, oh yeah, one more thing I did forget to cover. This video might be going up on our new channel, because we're trying to make a collab channel, because we've been doing a lot of videos together. So we're going to make a collab channel of just me and Ranger Ryan 01.
This will probably go up on my channel, just in case that channel doesn't get up quite a way, but this will probably go up on my channel, or both, you know, who knows.
Yeah. So, you want to do the outie?
I'll do the outie. So, like and favorite this if you have enjoyed this, enjoyed our speculation.